All right, what is going on, guys? It is Austin, and here it is. Here is my day-by-day P&L in the month of March, and this isn't something that I've showed in a while, but I guess I'm doing it now for March because I'm having a exceptionally good month. So I kind of thought that my channel is kind of a spot where I'm documenting my just whole journey, the ups and downs of trying to become a consistently profitable trader. And I feel like at this point I can say I'm consistently profitable, but some month, there's ups and downs, and certainly this year, January and February, I was off to kind of a slow start, but now in March, really heating up, and you can see the last 2 weeks here. I've been green 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 days in a row. Not bad. In fact, that's my best streak of being green, and I'm still going, so hopefully I can continue it. But I mean, at some point it will end, so that could be on Monday. But you can see kind of what's interesting about this trend is kind of the it kind of ramps up: 422, 355, 289, 350, 530, 633, 830, 1000, 930, 1000, 350. Slower day here on Thursday, but then wham on Friday, 1600. And so I think while it's important to document the lows, which I've certainly done, and I have all my recaps of my worst day in trading ever, like $4,000 loss, embarrassingly, I have like an hour long recap on that. So I've definitely been transparent about my losses, but I want to be transparent about the winning too. And I think it's important to be reflective about, like, why am I doing so well right now? Like, what is it about my trading right now that is going so well? In fact, this $1,600 day here is just about $30 shy of my all-time most green day, which was back in October of 2020. It's like, one question is like, why have I not had a day since October 2020 where I made, where I've taken out my best all-time, my best day, my best P&L day? Why have I not had a day since then where I've done better? Why has it been like a year and a half since I've done better than that? So that's a question. And then why is it happening now? Why am I matching that now, right? What's going on there? And I think there's definitely a couple obvious things, and I'm the only one that knows this because I'm the one doing the trading. And we can look at some of these trades too. But what's working right now is two things. One, setup recognition. I feel like I'm just seeing the setups. Like, dude, I see the setups, I take the trades, they work. So maybe there's like a bit of like an element of like a kind of hotness in the mid to large cap market of like the setups kind of working out. I know the market all this year we've been coming down, but then we kind of broke out, coming back up. And so it's been kind of a bullish last couple weeks. So maybe that's helped me as well. But another big thing, I think the biggest thing, is hammering the winners, like sizing into positions that look good. You know what I mean? I think I've thought a lot about in the past why, and I think I wrote this down too. Like, why do I seem to take my biggest positions on trades that are losing? In other words, I'm in a position and then I double down. I am adding to a losing position, and then that's how I get these big losses. So it's like two-faced. One, I'm trying to like not create smaller losses. But these big winners are coming from the fact that, like, on these trades, I'm sizing up in these trades because the setups look good. They look bullish. I like the setups. So, like, that's where you should be sizing up, right? That's where you should take bigger sizes when you have a lot of confidence in the setups. Take bigger size, right? So that's been working for me, and that's kind of been the main thing that's, like, propelling these profits. In all of these days, I've upped my share size because I'm trading well, I'm investing in myself, like upping my share size, versus like in the past, when, like, I would take literally my biggest size when I'm in trouble on a losing trade and I need to average down versus just cutting the loss. And then I end up with big losers because that's when you get big size, you end up with big winners or big losers. So I've been asking myself, like, why do I keep sizing up on terrible trades. Like, I should be sizing up on the trades that work. So that's something that I've been doing in this last week, is like, let me size up on like these setups, dude. I see these setups, like, I'm gonna take some size here. So like on Friday, I'll show you my trades on Friday. So here's Friday, and let me uncheck that and get rid of those trades. And this is the setup I saw on Friday. This is a 5-minute chart. This is AMC, and it's like, you can see on the trader view here, I went long AMC GME at the open 930, and then BABA, I had an afternoon trade on that added to the profits as well. But it's like, okay, I went long AMC GME, like, it's kind of funny, like AMC is one of the names I've done the best on. I think it actually might, I think that is the ticker that I've made the most money on now. And I don't know, it's like, you just pick the stocks that like you trade the best, and it's so true. I talk about this all the time. Different stocks, they like are different personalities, they move in different ways, and AMC is just like one that like I just totally, it's a personality that I jive with, if you could say, and like I understand it. So anyway, but I traded AMC GME, and like those are meme stocks, right? It's like, okay, like, you know, it's easy to think, you know, maybe I'm just buying them, you know, I'm just like going in for AMC GME like to the moon, but that's not what this was. I literally saw it in the morning. I'm looking through my watch list, same watch list I look through every morning. I look at AMC, I'm like, wow, I like this chart. I like the daily chart. You can think of this as like, this is, you know, a long-term downward trend line. Hopefully you guys can see this. I'm not going to go through like all of this right now, but just trust me, I really like the bullishness of this. Downward trend line, breaking out of that, continuation here on Wednesday. Thursday, we pulled back, right? Gap down, pulling back, and then closing the day higher. So you can think of this as a surge up, a pullback, and then setting up Friday for that continuation higher, right? So, and then look at this pennant shape. I just drew very simply pre-market. I drew this out pre-market before all this happened. I just drew this out. I saw pre-market kind of breaking out a little bit, and then just not taking the trade, waiting for the first sign of green on the open. On the open, I knew that I was going to go long this stock. I was just waiting for the confirmation for this to hold as support. That's it. If this were just going to keep breaking down, then I would never have bought it. But once this started to turn, I'll go to I'll show my trades now and go to like a 2-minute here. Or this is a 3-minute. So you can see the second this held up as support, I was getting long. So I'll go to a 1-minute, and I took, you know, decent size. I do wish I had taken bigger size. I did add to this. So I took 500 shares. I was looking for like a little bit more dip, maybe like took 500 to like potentially add more. But then like literally just bought this dip. I knew I was going to go long on the open. Just buy the dip. Don't want to miss out on the rip, and just there it works out. And so again, if I'll go back to this, and I added to the position here and then taking profits. So if I go back to like the 5-minute, you can just so easily see this setup here, right? This pennant shape holding a support, and then holds a support, and then we run. And then what's even better about this last Friday, these trades from last Friday, is look at the setup on GameStop as well. And I'll go to like a 15-minute and take off the trade so you can see it really clearly. So like, look at this setup, right? Initial surge, this is just all consolidation, right? Consolidation, bit of a pullback, right? But staying, you see this bottom wick? Let me draw out this line right here. So there, holding his support, right? And then coming up through the end of the day. So what that looks like, maybe possible continuation on Friday, right? And then you've kind of got this resistance here, bit of resistance here, consolidation. I really don't give a crap that there's resistance here, pulling back, and then again I'll go to the 1-minute, show trades. I mean, this just looks so bullish, right? It just looks so bullish. And so when I see GME and AMC look bullish, and they're both kind of having the same kind of general move this week, right? They move in sympathy, like the meme stocks, whatever, but I just trade the bullish setups. Like, this just was bullish, like I had to buy it. So I don't, wait, this looks weird. I don't remember buying this before the open. Yeah, I didn't. That, wait, I was gonna say what that was a glitch. I don't know, but literally waiting for the dip, bought the dip, 139.77, perfect entry, 50 shares. I do wish I had bought more. I wish I had bought 100. And then just letting it ride, and then just taking profits along the way. Like literally AMC, GME, both had like very similar setups, both looked extremely bullish. So it's like one thing to have an opinion about like bullishness on one stock, but then it's like, oh, you can find another stock in the same sector, and I say AMC, GME, same sector, like they move in sympathy, right? They're connected. So you see two of them looking very bullish, like that's just more confidence. And then what's awesome about this particular trade too is I knew that like whatever the market's doing, I'm always constantly looking at what the market's doing, and I'm always very like worried about like, oh, the market, if the market looks bearish, like it's not going to be a day to go long in anything because the market will pull everything down. That's not the case here. I was literally like, oh my god, this is a best case scenario because these stocks kind of, they're high beta, they're volatile against the market. Like they don't care about what the market's doing. So I think even the market might have been going down during this time, but are struggling. But GME, bam, 139 up to 157. So I mean, some of these take profits, weren't the best. Some of these outs were a bit questionable or whatever. I didn't get out like at the near high, but still an amazing trade. This was a $500 trade here, and then on AMC I ended up about $750. So I was really trying to give this one room to continue. I thought that the daily chart looked really good. I thought potentially $22 is kind of the resistance here. 22, and then because it's continuation, right, pullback and then continuation, I thought we had potential for even higher. So again, if I zoom out to the 5 minute, I was really thinking kind of this explosion could bring us I'll go to like 15 minute. So like I really thought we could continue higher up here, 22.50, and then maybe up to 23, 24. I wasn't even counting out like that. This can move, man. It's AMC, So I was trying to keep some on, but it did kind of fade back in, so gave back like a little bit of profit. And then this BABA trade, like another really good example, right? So let's take a look at this. You see on the daily chart, I've got kind of these supports drawn in. This is 109. Then I've got like 111. Anyway, there's a zone in here. I would say 109 is like the key support. So if you look at the 15 minute, right, coming into that support pre-market, bouncing, and then off the open, coming into that, bouncing, and then I just very simply am drawing this pennant shape out. You can see it even better on the 5 minute, zooming in here. So look at this. Look at this setup. This is a glitch once again. Here we go. So look at this setup. So I did try this long off the open. This was a very quick long in and then out for whatever. This was the trade really. So just drawing out this pennant shape, literally just drawing out this pennant shape, and then I'll go to a 1 minute so you can see kind of like my precise kind of what I did here. So yeah, I added 200 here looking for the break of this resistance. Chopped around a bit for a bit longer. I was still long, and then as it broke out here, I added 100 shares to the position as it broke out, but then it was a false breakout. So I actually ended up cutting the 300 share position now for a loss, small loss. But then as it broke out again, I jumped right back in. And it chopped around a bit longer, retested the support, and then wham, right to the upside, 12.40 up to $13 here, just holding, and taking profit. And then it did come all the way back down. I kept 50 shares on and just ended up getting out whatever, last 50 shares. So anyway, yeah, so this was a great trade as well, and just literally trading the setups, guys, like literally just trading the setups. The only difference is trading bigger size, and the setups seem to be like working. Those are the two things that I think I mentioned before. So if we look back at the trader view panel, like just a great month going here, so I wanted to like share that. And then I'll show you kind of the stats here too. Excuse me. Up almost 10,000 on the year, but if you take a look down here, performance by month, January, all of January made $74. So I think part of that is due to the fact that I took 6 months off of trading. I took a full 6 months off, and then January was my first month back. So I was slow to get started. I had some big losses. Like I had to get back in the flow of things. February still like kind of trying to get my bearings. But now just March, like just totally in a hot streak for sure. I mean, you can see this kind of exponential this monthly performance, and March is still going, so hopefully I can add to these profits into next week. Yeah, guys, so that's all I got for you. Wanted to kind of share those last trades on Friday, and then I had some other trades earlier in the week on Tesla that were great, just kind of like Tesla's had that huge surge, so just kind of like buying it. It's and the setups every morning have looked very bullish. So and I've got a video up of me live trading Tesla off the open for a big winner. And on my last live stream that I did on the morning, I went live last Tuesday morning, I believe, and had great trades on that live stream. If you haven't seen that, you should check it out. And yeah, guys, that's all I got. So other than that, I'm in a great streak here. Want to keep it going and not get not get complacent or anything like that. So anyway, I'm excited to trade on Monday, and if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Leave a like on this video if you did enjoy it, and subscribe to the channel, because I do live trading on Tuesday mornings at 9 a.m. So I will hopefully see you guys there at 9. And yeah, I mean, I've been trading really well recently, so hopefully you can see some of that on Tuesday. And yeah, any questions, leave them below, and join the Discord. Leave a like on the video if it was helpful, and if you enjoyed seeing these these trader view stats here. So it's just so entertaining. So anyway, all right, that's all I got. All right, bye bye guys. Jeez, I can't speak.